Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B here. Continuing on with our breaking math system here, we are going to do some practice on breakdown multiplication. So some pretty simple stuff here. Well, for me, because I practice all the time, I know this might be brand new, so if it's frustrating, just give yourself the time and be patient. When we look at something like this here, all breakdown means is find something that is simpler or easier. Okay, now what numbers would be easier to deal with than 31 and 7? Now think in terms of this. Usually skip counting by these types of numbers are easier. So when I talk about simpler or easier, I'm thinking let's find one of those. So I'm going to look at this and say, well, I could say that's kind of like the same as 30 plus 1. True? 30 plus 1 is 31. Now I know the nice thing about breakdown multiplication is that my guts stay the same all the time. So this is like 1/3 of the question that's already done for you. How bonus is that? So 31 times 7 is, I don't know. 30 times 7 is, I don't know. Well, we're going to do a little more if-then reasoning. If we know that 3 times 7 is 21, it follows that then 30 times 7 is the same digits, but now we threw a 0 on the back, so we'll throw a 0 on the back there. So that's 210. And then we add 1 times 7, which is like adding, and we're going to add 7. So right away we can see our answer is going to be 217. So I had a mental calculation left and right, a mental calculation left and right, and now this thing becomes a very simple mental calculation that we can do off by heart. Like I said, go mental, and you'll get your answers much quicker. Now, of course, you'll get a time where you can practice doing this in your head without even having to write anything, and you'll become lickety-split fast at math. So 217 is the answer for that one. Now what about this one? 53 times 6. How about this? 50 times 6 and adding 3 times 6. Okay. That way I know 50 plus 3 will give me my 53. And then of course my guts are the same all the time, so that's the easy part. And then all I have to do is figure out what my numbers are going to be. Well, if 5 times 6 is 30, it follows that then 50 times 6 is 30 with an extra 0 on the back. So 300. 300. 3 times 6 is 18. Now that's a plus sign, so that means that's a plus sign. And then how hard is that? Look at that. 300 plus 18, piece of cake. 318 off by heart. Now that is what I call simple mathematics. Now we're going to try 2 more examples here. Now they're kind of close, but I picked these on purpose here. The first one kind of by mistake, actually. Second one on purpose. So here I know I can break 82 down to be 80 plus 2. Keep my guts the same. So times 9 equals, times 9 equals, times 9 equals. So again, that's always the same. 80 plus 2, 82. And let's see, 8 times 9. If 8 times 9 is 72, which you're going to be knowing off by heart, right? Then 80 times 9 must be 72 with an extra 0 on the back. So 720. There's a plus sign, so there's a plus sign. 2 times 9 is 18. So right off the bat, I can see that this is going to be 738 off by heart. Not too bad, hey? That's a nice, easy question to do. Now this one here, this is way close to 90 actually, so maybe I'll just do that. 90 times 9. Okay, well what's that going to be? 9 times 9 equals 81. So 90 times 9 equals 810. Okay, so that's 810. But now instead of going upwards, I have to go down. I know that 90 minus 1 gives me 89. The good thing is all the guts stay the same again. So that's always the same. Taking away 9. Okay, take away, so that's a takeaway. And so 810 minus 9 is simply 801. Look at that. Nice and easy mental calculation just by doing this. This one was pretty much off by heart, left to right. 1 times 9 is something I know we all know how to do. And then just doing that. Now the reason I picked this one here, 89 times 9, I'm going to look at it a different way here. Open up a new paper here. If I had 89 times 9, I broke down this number. I could have thought about it in reverse. I could have thought about 9 times 89 and said, you know, 9 is really close to 10. I could have said 10 times 89 is 890. And then I'm going to take away 1, because 10 minus 1 is 9. And the guts are all the same. That's what I love about this stuff. Look at this. Like 1/3 of the question is completely done for you. So 10 times 89 is 890. Take away one group of 89. And what do you see? 890, take away 89 is 801. Piece of cake. And those are the little hearts that are floating around my head when I do math. So anyway, there's lots of ways we can do this. Pick the number that hits you right where the numbers are that you're comfortable with right here. If you want to break down this one, break down this one. If you want to break down this one, break down that one. Either way, you'll get the same conclusion, okay? Thanks for checking it out, and I hope you're enjoying these practices.